With spring finally on the horizon, that means vacation season on the horizon as well. But how do you stay healthy? How do you keep to that good nutrition? Well, joining us from Provigo, registered dietitian Alessandra Barba. Welcome back to the show. Great to have. Now, you're going on vacation soon, aren't you?
I am.
Where are you heading?
I'm going to Japan.
You're going to Japan, so this is something that you probably were looking at for yourself too, right?
It was a little bit of selfish interest, but you just went to Italy, so...
That's right. And let's be honest, when you go away, sometimes it's hard to stay on track when it comes to nutrition and the diet that you put. I think it's okay to indulge a little bit, right? Because you're on vacation. Yeah. But what are some of the things we should be thinking about? Yeah,
you nailed it. So we want, to live your best life, but we can prepare a little bit in advance as well. So the key... I know we could spend 2 weeks picking the perfect outfit for each night, but we want to also prepare for the journey, which can be really stressful sometimes. So you want to make sure that you're packing for your voyage protein-rich plant sources here. So we have
what have you brought along here?
Beans, we have almonds, chickpeas. You can even get them commercially done as well. So if you don't want to make your energy bites that are date-based, you can buy them. That's fine. You're already in a rush. So just to prove how much of a protein punch they could actually pack, I'm going to have you guess. First quiz of the day.
I knew there was a quiz coming.
First quiz of the day. Okay. Which one of these three do you think has the most protein? So we have three options here. There's 6 grams, 8 grams, or 11 grams of protein per serving of each. Okay. So they're all written here, so you're going to have to match the appropriate one.
All right, I'm going to go.
So this is the 8, that's the 6.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'm going to do this.
All right.
11, 8, 6.
All right. So, you know what? I still love you.
Did I really blow it? Yeah. Okay, 11 here?
No, 11 actually for the edamame, right?
Really?
So, yeah, edamame is a really great source of protein. So great to put into a trail mix, for example. 6 for your almonds and then 8 for your chickpeas. But still, all great sources of protein.
Yes, thank you for saying so. Let's talk about what we can bring on our carry-on as a snack. Something people have to keep in mind, not only what you're bringing, but what you're bringing it in, right?
Absolutely, yes. So, I think you want to think about when you get there also. If you're getting to the hotel, depending on what time of day it is, you want to make sure you have maybe some tea or oatmeal, just to make sure if you're having a little bit of an itch, you want to eat something that you could prepare it pretty quickly. You do want to be careful with your spreadables, right? So these are considered like liquids, so they need to be in 100 mLs or less. There's actually one item here that is going to surprisingly give you the least amount of issues at the security checkout.
The least amount?
Yes, least amount. Which one do you think that could be?
I'm going to go with, and like everything on this table here?
Let's talk more about the spreadables, right? So this, and this.
I'm going to go with the tuna because you got the can, right? It's going to go off in the metal detector. They're not going to allow for that.
Well, actually...
How are you going to open it? Right? That's another issue. You're going to have to... There's no way to open this thing on the plane.
That's true, but you know what? These ones are considered to be mixed, right? So there's 170 grams of total, and then 120 grams solid, so it's only 50 milliliters of liquid. So actually, in terms of liquid, you're okay with this one here. But these ones you want to watch out. They usually come in around 113 grams, so they might not be able to make it through with you. Okay. If you really are concerned, visit the CATSA website, catsa.ca, and you can, put in advance what you'd want to put in and see if it would pass through.
And you couldn't bring this, could you?
Yes. No, actually, I have a friend who works at security, and I think this is more for her. Please don't bring these. You cannot bring them into your carry-on.
And allergies. I guess you got to take that into account, too.
You know what? It's more volume, but you know what? I would say allergies, too.
Well, when we were on the plane, a lady actually turned to us, because sitting beside us, and she was about to eat some nuts and asked us if we had any allergies. Nut allergy, which was very kind of her. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Let's move on. What do we want to talk about next here?
Another key thing when you're traveling, hydration, right? So it tends to be less moisture in the air when you're traveling. You tend to be a little bit off kilter, off your routine. Jet lag could cause things like headaches. So if you're dehydrated, that can make it worse. Yeah. But you do want to make sure that you're making sensible choices with hydration, right? So it could add up the sugar over time. So we have 3 choices here. We have soda, we have a commercially prepared tea, and obviously just water here. I want you to tell me how many teaspoons of sugar do you think is in a soda? Let's start with the extreme. In 1 cup.
In 1 cup, how many teaspoons?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there's
6. I'm gonna go with
6.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah?
Yeah, 6 teaspoons.
Okay.
And what about for this commercially prepared tea? People tend to go for it because...
they think it doesn't have a lot. I'm actually going to go with... I'm going to go with 7.
Oh.
I'm going to go with no.
Oh, wow, that was
I'm going with 7.
You're going with 7? Well, you know what there is? I'm going to take 4 away there. There's actually 3. It's about half per cup.
I'm embarrassing myself on the show this morning.
That's okay. I'm challenging you now, right?
Right.
But usually they come in 2-cup format. So if you're looking for the whole bottle, it is around 6, right?
Okay.
So
that's what I was probably thinking. We've run out of time, but I want to mention quickly menus and what you should avoid in menus. You're saying avoid the appetizer. Don't even bother with it, right?
So this is like to the naked eye, this is the dietitian view of it. Double your vegetables when you can. Skip your appetizers and split your dessert. If you're traveling alone, make a friend that way.
I think we did pretty good then on our vacation. Hey, when do you leave?
I leave on Tuesday. If anyone has tips, feel free to share.
Any tips? Share them with her on social media. We'll be back with more Breakfast Television. And happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. We continue talking Mother's Day here on the show.